Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. In Warframe, there is a very rich sense of belonging, which stems from various things. Some people belong to raid groups, some are part of the achievement hunters who always want to master every single thing, weapons, frames, or items in the game. Some are farmers who farm and grind for every item and then sell them in the trade chat. And then you have Eidolon hunters who farm to get things or anything related to Eidolons. And after all that is said and done, you also have the last group, which are the casual hunters or the casual players, which are people who actually go into Warframe and play the game or just do things to pass time and just enjoy and have fun. Now, I did a video on Eidolon hunters months before the Plains of Eidolon launched, and it is great to see that some of the things that I suggested and posted is part of what people use today when hunting Eidolons. So today we begin our journey for the Plains of Eidolon Guardians. These are going to be Warframe and fun setup for players who want to roam and clear the plains. This will also be for players who make it their goal to hunt down ghouls, Grineer camps, and also take down commanders or fight to the end of every single event that may rise. My focus of this will be to use Warframes that have a massive CC and also Warframes that can silence an entire map or an entire camp in few seconds. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that every single frame in the game is ineffective, but it will also be a great role to play with some tactics as well. Now, my selection, as a lot of you can see, includes Vauban using the Corinth, the Stuba, and also the Gallatin Prime. I'm using Vauban because of that amazing and incredible CC from Bastille and also from using Vortex. You can cast Bastille multiple times to hold more than one enemy in an entire cap, and also you can hold an entire group them together, pull them together, and actually detonate and kill a lot of these enemies using Vortex as well. Now, this is also an amazing thing when enemies are dropping from orbit. You can cast Bastille and actually hold them in place before they even hit the ground. So this is something that is quite interesting, very fun to use, and also helps you clear a lot of these things and make things a lot much easier. If an enemy is flying and it gets a little bit lower than usual, they will also be caught as well, which is also going to be a very great thing and also an amazing thing for you to do whenever you are playing some of those bounties or you are just roaming the plains. Now, with Vortex, you can group enemies together, group them up, and hit them with the ult fire from the Corinth, and this is also why that is my weapon of choice. It makes it amazing. However, you can also use any launcher of your choice. Now, it is highly critical as far as using the Corinth, and it is also very effective regardless of the enemy type you are facing. Now, this weapon also has a very unique reload mechanism and also makes it ideal for a last minute resort. You don't have to reload the entire clip to actually fire a weapon. You can put one bullet in and also be able to fire, and that is very, very good. Now, my sidearm of choice is going to be the Stuba, and this will be because of that critical chance and the amazing slash damage that comes with it. Of course, it has a lot of impact as well. However, we will be benefiting more from slash damage in this situation. Now, the last set, I have the Gallatin Prime, which needs no further explanation because of course it is the Gallatin Prime, and with this I will often swap melees depending on how I feel, so I'm not always using Gallatin Prime all the time. I may use the Heat Sword or I may even use any other melee out there. It is just a matter of choice. Now, as far as modding is concerned, Vauban will hold more enemies based on the power strength. So the higher your power strength, the higher the amount of enemies Bastille will be able to hold, and the lower your power strength, the lower the amount of enemies. So you have to be very careful when you are doing that. Now, I'm using an almost balanced build with heavy range, but as usual, you can swap these mods out for any mod of your choice, and if a mod that you have equipped is of no use to you, then you can switch it out for one of the really amazing augments for Tesla and also the amazing augment for Vortex. Those two will actually work in an amazing way. Now, with the current Stuba and the Gallatin Prime, I'm using mods similar to my review in my setup. I modded my Current for a hybrid of crits and status. This is going to give me the best of both worlds, and I think a lot of you will actually appreciate that build because it is much of a hybrid thing. Now, I added 2 former and have it around 57% chance for both status and critical chance. However, a lot of you can also add 1 more format to be able to maximize and actually improve your build. My Stuba is something that is also similar, but I also focused on creating and also benefiting from that multi-shot and the fire rate. Also, mod this whichever way you want. It is not something that has to be specifically this way. you can mod whichever way you want. Now this weapon already has a lot of slash, so the bleed proc will also be an amazing thing to build for and focus maybe on viral, on corrosive. It is all a matter of choice. However, I think that viral and corrosive is actually a much better thing if you are selecting elemental damage. Now my Gallatin Prime is somewhat similar to what a lot of people actually have out there. Nothing too special, condition overload and all, but I will say you should be careful when using Cleaving Whirlwind because the Broken Bull stance actually does a lot of a stagger. So when you are close to the end of it, you can take your hand off the melee and you will be good to go. So in other words, you guys can see that this is something that is quite incredible. It is fun. I've been enjoying it, using it several times. It is actually just amazing to use it in a team setting, and because of Vauban's passive, you actually benefit a lot whenever you have squad mates or teammates around you. Now Vauban is a very powerful frame in situations like this because you can hold enemies in stasis regardless of their level or type. This also limits the damage taken and reduces the amount of challenges you face whenever you're trying to clear each area or whenever you are trying to complete each bounty. Now let me know what you guys think about this build. Let me know if you're thinking about using this setup and if you play as the usual plays of Eidolon Guardian. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more Warframe builds, Warframe guides, and also Warframe lore. And as always, it is DS signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.